April 11th, 2023. The Miami Heat are defeated in the first game of the NBA play-in tournament. Many people, including myself, had completely counted this team out. We all knew how great Jimmy Butler is in the postseason, but besides him and Tyler Hero, who could really give them consistent offensive production and shot creation? Kyle Lowry looked well past his prime in the 2023 regular season, averaging just 11 points and 5 assists on 40, 34, 86 splits. And while Bam Adebayo is a great player, was he really a guy you could go to down the stretch in big games to get shots for himself? And even though the Heat were able to get in the playoffs, defeating the Bulls in the second play-in game, those questions about the Heat's offensive struggles were only amplified after Tyler Hero went down in Game 1 versus the Eastern Conference favorite Milwaukee Bucks. And even after they won Game 1, no one expected them to win all four versus the 58-win Bucks if Giannis was healthy as an 8 seed. But they won again and again and again, shocking the NBA and defeating Milwaukee in just 5 games. Fast forward to today, and once again the Heat have made another deep playoff run, with this being the most impressive of them all. Taking a 3-0 series lead versus the Boston Celtics, they are now once again on the verge of another NBA Finals appearance, and many NBA fans continue to wonder, how did these guys do it? Let's talk about it. When talking about these guys, we all know Jimmy Butler is the head of the snake. He's an all-time playoff performer, and in these playoffs, Butler is averaging 31 points with over 6 boards and over 5 assists on 61% true shooting. His points per game average in the playoffs is over 8 points more than what he averaged in the regular season, and he has hit big shot after big shot, with his most impressive set of games being in round 1 versus Milwaukee, where he had a 56-point game and a 40-point game, and on the season averaged over 37 points a game. He was a bit quieter in round 2 versus the Knicks, who did a pretty solid job actually keying on him, holding him to under 25 points a game, but in that series we really saw this team's cast of role players, which includes a stunning 9 undrafted players, 7 of which who are on the active roster, really shine. We really saw how good these guys can be, and how the pieces around Jimmy aren't maybe as bad as we thought. In that series, guys like Gabe Vincent, Kyle Lowry, Caleb Martin, and Max Strus all stepped up at points. And this has also been a continuous theme in their series versus the Celtics, in which they are up 3-0, and in Game 3 versus the Celtics, Gabe Vincent had 29 points on 11 of 14 shooting. In Game 2, the Heat got 25 points from Caleb Martin on 11 of 16 shooting, and 15 from Duncan Robinson. And in Game 1, they got 15 from all of Lowry, Martin, Vincent, and Strus. At least one of these key role players has stepped up alongside Bam and Jimmy and shot the lights out in almost every playoff win for Miami, and the overall shot making and effort from this team's supporting cast has been so impressive. They're shooting 39% almost from 3 in the playoffs, which is excellent. And you cannot forget Erik Spoelstra. He is a huge reason for these role players stepping up, as he puts them in a great position to thrive. The Heat just are able to get so many open looks for their guys, and have been good defensively as well in the postseason. While they still have given up a decent amount of points, not a crazy amount, but they aren't first, second, or third in opponent points per game in the playoffs. They have done a good job shutting down 3 All-NBA guys in Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Julius Randle, and in their series versus the Knicks, did a good job of not really being beat consistently by any other player who isn't named Jalen Brunson. So far in the Celtics series, Brown is averaging 16, 6, and 3 on an absolutely dreadful under 40% true shooting and 37, 10, 50 splits. Tatum through 3 games is putting up pretty solid averages of 26 and 10 on 59% true shooting, but shot 6 of 18 in the pivotal Game 3 and has not made a single field goal in the 4th quarter of the entire Heat-Celtics series. This team's combination of overachieving role players, a phenomenal coach, a great defensive big man who can pass as well, and one of the best playoff risers of all time, has once again propelled this team to being very close to the Larry O'Brien. And they could still possibly get Hero back as well. This team's future is intriguing as well, With Strus and Vincent stepping up big time and being free agents, they could both earn a pretty nice payday. Some guys whose contracts they may look to try to get off their books after this year are Lowry, who is an expiring free agent the next year, so even if they try to and aren't successful, as he is expiring after the 2023-24 season, if Miami can more specifically get off Robinson and Oladipo, which won't be easy, as Oladipo does look well past his prime and has suffered another serious injury, and Robinson looks like, even though he has contributed at times in the playoffs for Miami, really still one of the worst contracts in the NBA. How Miami position themselves moving forward cap-wise will definitely be something very interesting in the future, as they once again could become a huge free agent destination. They consistently win, they recruit and develop well, great coach, already have a superstar, nice city, and good role players. It's fascinating how just over a month ago, this team looked to be in a pretty poor situation with not much flexibility. Now they are 5 wins away from a ring as an 8th seed, and doing it with 9 undrafted players on your roster. What a run we are witnessing. What do you guys think of Miami's title chances at the moment? I thank y'all for watching, comment your thoughts below, and peace out.